everyone, it's Erica with Paparazzi Accessories. This is a training video for my team, Team Wise. Did you know life is like a garden? I'm sure you've heard that metaphor, but I'm here to tell you it again because it's absolutely true, and I had it reaffirmed very recently at convention, and I want to share that with you. Life is like a garden. Yeah? And you are the gardener. And your job is to plant the seeds and water those seeds. So how the heck do we do that? How do we go from a metaphor to action to real life? How do you plant seeds about paparazzi? Okay, I'm glad you asked. I have a list. No one is surprised, okay? No one's surprised. 10 ways to plant seeds in paparazzi. Ready? First and foremost, wear the jewelry. You've heard this before. You'll stop hearing this when you start doing it. I promise you. Wear the jewelry. Wear it. This stuff speaks for itself. I could have sold these today right in the post office, but I love them and I'm not giving them up. So I sold another pair instead. Wear the jewelry. Seed number 1. Number 2, give out business cards. So I'm standing in line at the post office. It's just that time of the day where it's very busy, and actually I choose it on purpose because I know there's going to be a line of people there. And I wear my jewelry. People comment on it. And if no one comments, I comment on someone else's. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful piece of jewelry. Is that paparazzi? And they're like, it's paparazzi. There's my doorway. I open up. And so I get the opportunity to tell about my business. And I give out business cards. Easy, right? Easy. That's number 2. Number 3, give away jewelry. We give free jewelry in every order. If you're not getting it, you need to call the company because something's wrong. Give away jewelry. You see a mom struggling with a kid in the grocery store? Walk up to her, jewelry and business card in hand, and say, "You look like you need this. Have a good day." She's probably going to cry. I've had them cry on me. Lots of crying. But you've made her day. And she'll always remember you. Number 4, have parties. This is another one you've heard before, and you're going to keep hearing it until you do it. Have parties, y'all. Parties are our lifeblood. Lifeblood. My goal for this fall is 10 parties a month. At least 3 a week. So I'm shooting for actually more than 10 a month. Have parties. That's where you plant the seeds, because your hostess, number 1, sees how simple it is. And she's like, dude, I could do this. She watches you take her friend's money and she thinks, wait a minute, I want some of that. Number 2, the customers who are there are going to become customers forever. But they're also going to look around and they're going to say, wow, this wasn't hard. She didn't pitch me on anything. She didn't tell me I had to buy something. She didn't guilt trip me in anything. I want to host a party. Or I want to sell this. There's a seed planted right there. Number 5, book more parties. You feel a theme right here? Number 4 was have parties. Number 5 is book more. If you've got 3 on your calendar right now, shoot for 5. If you've got 5, go for 8. Book more parties. Book more parties. Because you're going to plant so many seeds at those parties. I mean, seeds. Seeds. Number 6, post 3 times a day on social media. I'm not kidding. 3 times a day on all of your social media accounts. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Stumble, whatever. Whatever you're on, 3 times a day. Why 3 times a day? So you can beat the algorithms. Because if you post at 9 a.m., it's not going to show up at 6. But if you post at, say, 9 and then 2 o'clock and then 7 o'clock, you're going to hit all the major times when people are on Facebook, right? Think about the times when you're on Facebook. Most of the rest of the world is on during those times. 3 times a day. Easy stuff. Number 7, answer questions. So you've planted all these seeds up till now, having lots of parties, giving away lots of business cards. Yes, you've done them. Okay, we're already at number 7. You've done 1 through 6. I know you have. If you haven't, back up and go do them. Answer questions. So people are going to ask you questions, and they're not going to give a crap about the facts. We all know it's $99 to start. We sell it for $5. We make 45%. How boring is that? Super boring. No one wants to hear that. Okay? Get that out of the way up front, easy stuff. But then answer your questions from your heart. So can you really make money at this? Yeah, you can. Because when my husband lost his job, this is how I paid rent. Because when my husband got sick and was in the hospital, this is how I paid our bills. Because when that paycheck got shorted because he didn't get enough hours, this is how I covered the extra. Because when my son grew 3 sizes in a week, this is how I bought him extra clothes. This is how I afforded the ridiculous amount of school supplies that my 3 children needed. You see how much more powerful that is? You see what I'm talking about? Skip the facts. Get them out of the way. $99, $5 a piece, 45% commission. All right, that's boring. Tell the story. That's your seed. Tell how Paparazzi has afforded you things that you couldn't otherwise have. Number 8, right along with that, share your story. Some people call it a why, but I'm going to change it, and we're going to start calling it your story. What is your paparazzi story? How has paparazzi affected you? How has paparazzi changed you? How has paparazzi allowed you to do things that you would have otherwise not been able to do? Share it. Open up. Tell somebody. Tell lots of somebodies. Tell every hostess that you're in front of, because you're booking lots of parties. Tell every customer that you talk to your story. Make it short, sweet, simple. Number 9. You ready for this one? Open your mouth and tell people. That's verbatim. That's what I wrote here. Open your mouth and tell somebody. Stop keeping this to yourself. This has changed your life. I know it has, because I know you. Open up and tell somebody. This goes right along with share your story. Hand in hand, practically the same thing, but you need to hear it twice. Open your mouth and tell somebody. That's a huge, huge seed. They may not sign up here right now and today, but next month they might. 3 months, 6 months, because they're watching you, because you planted a seed. Number 10, talk to your chicken list. What's a chicken list, Erica? Chicken list are the people you know would be killer, but you're too afraid to talk to them. It's all right. I have one too. We're going to work on this one together. Talk to them. Straight up tell them, this is going to come out of left field. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I have to ask you. I have to tell you. I have to ask you if you and I can sit down and talk about the paparazzi opportunity, because I think you'll be amazing. It's easy. You'll get some no's. You'll get some, oh, I'm flattered, but not right now. And you'll get some yeses. But it's worth it, because you'll get them off your list. You'll stop avoiding them. You'll stop procrastinating. So ask your chicken list. All right, so that's my 10 ways to plant seeds. Now I have to tell you, growing up where gardening was life, the job of the gardener is to plant seeds and water those seeds. How do you water those seeds? You go back and you do everything that we just did. You repeat all 10 of those. That's easy stuff. The gardener does not get to make the plants grow. That's not the gardener's job. Therefore, it's not your job. Your job is to plant seeds and water them using these 10 steps. Easy. 10 easy steps. The harvest will come. Think of every plant you've ever planted and you've cared for and you've fertilized and you've watered. It might take months. Some take longer than others. But it comes. and it starts to come out and it starts to grow. And if given enough time, that plant bears fruit. Some plants take a month. Like lettuce, I swear lettuce comes up the next day. Watermelons, they take 5 months to get to watermelon size. I mean, you can get baby ones, but if you want watermelons, they take 5-6 months. Winter squashes, they take about 4 months. Can you tell I grew up where gardening was life? Corn takes forever. You plant corn, where I'm from, you plant corn right after Mother's Day, and you hope that crap is ready to pick by September. May to September. You see that span of time? But the corn always grows. You plant the seed, you water the seed, the corn always grows. It just takes time in order for the corn to be ripe to pick and to eat. The same holds 100% true in Paparazzi. Without a doubt. I promise you. You plant your seeds. You water them faithfully. They will grow. And you will reap a harvest. So if you're sitting right now in summertime, because gardeners know summer's the worst, because you're just sitting there going, come on, little seed, grow, 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 giving it more water, more growing. Come on, you can do this, little seed. If you're sitting in July right now, in your life, in your business, metaphorically, of course, keep watering. Because September's coming. The end of August, beginning of September is right around the corner. Watch what happens. But if you stop, hear me, if you stop watering, your garden will die. I've watched it time and again. Think about the plants you have at home. If you stop watering them, they will die. Without a doubt. Plant your seeds. Water them faithfully. Your harvest will come. If you need help, if these things don't make sense, you know how to get in touch with me. If you need help watering those recruits, I'll help you. If they ask you questions you can't answer, let me know. We'll find the answers. I'll show you where to find them so that next time you know how to answer them. All right, go plant your seeds.